Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm hoping that you all might be interested in these hauls. For the past 2 weeks I went to 2 thrift stores, and one had everything in the store was 25% off, and the other one was craft items were 30% off. So I'll show you the prices that I paid, but it was lower than that. And all of the proceeds go to some really great services that they provide to the community. And I get a kick out of watching, when I have the time, thrift store hauls, because they just fascinate me. And also at this time of year, for people who don't have beautiful warm weather all the time, this is a great time for rummage sales. And I thought you'd get a kick out of this piece. I've had this for years. It's one of Handsome's favorites. I'll show you a little closer view. But it's an advertisement piece, but isn't that lovely with the silhouettes? I just think that's gorgeous. And I kept the frame just like it is. Didn't do anything to that. And the first thing I found were buttons. And these, though, came from Kmart, so these aren't super vintage, but I don't think they were made yesterday. And they were asking 25 cents for them, but I didn't pay that. Here's my 8mm pearls, although these are clear and they are iridescent. And 50 cents on these. You can wash them, but you cannot dry clean them. This ribbon, which is still never been used, is a creamy, hope you can see that, creamy velvet. And this is from Stampin' Up. And they were asking $1 for, let's see, this is velvet ribbon, and it is 10 yards. And I think I paid like 70-odd cents. This, look what I found for $1. Didn't pay $1, paid less than that, but this is from EK Tools. This is the corner punch, and I just think that's done. I did try it out. Works well. Excited to find these. And the image on the front and the back is the same. Isn't that lovely? And I love the flowers on her hat. And yes, bangs used to be rolled. Remember, I was born in 1955, so hairdo-wise, I had that when I was real little. But what I love about this, it says nickel-plated, and you get, at the time, this had held 85 assorted gold eye needles and a threader at the time. Of course, we are not like that anymore, but don't you love the foil? The green and purple and red. And I just thought for paper crafting, I will keep the needles and maybe gift a few to some people that I know who sew. By hand also, not just by machine. And is that lovely? Love the colors. Super excited about that. You know, I'm not into covered buttons because of me having to do so many at one time, but I thought this was adorable. This alone for paper crafting, something vintage with that black and white and red. But these are extra easy, y'all. Extra smart and extra strong. They were originally 25 cents, and so they stayed with that. I love this. You get to push out your pattern, then you cut that exact circle out of your fabric, and it says super easy to do. And they've got a wooden spool of thread on top that you push down to get all the wrinkles out. I thought y'all get a kick out of that. And then we've all seen these more, or most of us have, that are more of the metal ones. These at one time were 25 cents also. And these are the ones that I had to work with. Ooh-wee. And there is the pattern for that. And this comes, yes, the little measuring. little ruler there. Then I was really tickled to find the older patterns. They were asking 25 cents each, so I think I ended up getting them for like 12 cents each or something of that nature. I thought, and at one time, yes, people did make pajamas for their children. This is a size 10. And I thought, again, in paper crafting, doing something for someone I know who loves to sew. I thought she might get a kick out of that. And here's another one, and boy, this has been love. This has seen some love. And I do remember wearing pajamas like this one, with the little ruffly pants underneath. And the puff sleeves, oh my. This one, I have to tell you, I actually want a robe like this. See, it ties in the front, but it's flowing in the back. I'm serious. I think that's gorgeous. And this one's quilted. I think these are so gorgeous. And I love how she's playing with her doll. And just, you know, just would be beautiful in a sewing journal or just a sewing project, really. This one, and yes, I remember pajamas with nice big pockets in the front. My mother did sew for us, but mainly at Easter, we all matched, which I thought was pretty cool at the time. I kind of like that. There's another very old one. Love the drawings of the girls, too. I just think that's adorable. My sister had a coat very similar to this one. Well, this reminds me of the 60s, big time. This is my favorite. Oh, I love this so much. Look at this dress and look at all the bows. It is just row after row after row of bows. And look at the pockets on this one. Oh my goodness. And that full skirt, I just think that is gorgeous. Then I got some cotton, and this is, excuse me, this is 75 yards. Excuse me. And this was originally 15 cents, but they charge 50, but like I said, I got it for less than that. But look how it's aged. Don't have to tea dye it or anything. Now this, I remember this ribbon from the 80s, and this does not, they said it's for floral or crafts, and this does not fray. So that's what's kind of fun about this. I like it because of the little roses in this row. I hope the camera's picking that up, because they are just so sweet. And they wanted 75 cents. It's 18 feet. And I think I got it for like 50. Then I got some of the Belgian lace. These were all together. These have been washed, so I apologize for, I did not know if y'all would be interested in my vintage items, so, but I washed them as soon as I got home. And they're, I think it was like 3 for $1, if I'm not mistaken. And then I got these two, and I thought maybe, you know, on the top of embellishment box, maybe, wouldn't that be sweet? And some fabric flowers too. And then this is a larger one, and I think that was like $1/4. And then this piece is just, isn't that fun? And you know me, if it's too large for me to use on a journal cover or embellishment box, it's too big for embellishment box, I know, then I will cut it here, use this one, and then use this bottom one to gather by hand and put under a fabric flower. And then maybe over here. Then I was able to get this piece, I think was 50 cents. and this has been washed, and you can see it's just, it looks already tea dyed, but if I can cut these pieces successfully, then I will use each one of the squares on something. And I also, whenever I can find these, I just jump at the chance. Embroidery and crewel embroidery is what I started with as a teenager. My maternal grandmother, God rest her soul, taught me how. And I've done a lot of embroidery work. I mean, a lot through the years. And look at this, though. I don't crochet. I mean, very little. I'm not good at it. But look at all this work here. And what I do with these is I make up a solution that has borax and other goodies in it. And I soak them when they've been, you know, because I use these. At one time I bought them so that I could hopefully decorate with them and make pillows and stuff out of them. But if I can get them clean, spick and span, then I use them. I've got two on the bed right now, his and hers. So I think I picked this up for 50 cents. This little darling, I've done a lot of counted cross stitch too. Yes, I'm dramatic. I can't just say I've done a lot, but I've done a lot, and I used to sell some of it. And I don't know if I'm going to leave this whole or if I will be cutting it up. I'm not sure, but I think it's so sweet. I also purchased, this was in their fabric section because somebody had made a valance and had cut some of it, and I just washed it, and then I will make fabric flowers out of it, because we all know I have a friend who loves purple everything. And last but not least, I was so excited. Let me see if I can try to get this in frame. This is a solid pine clock frame. And as you all know, what you do is you put the clock, and here, the hands will go here. I don't know if I'm going to do something with paper behind here, or, you know, fine artwork or something. I'm going to do something because I already have one that's done with the counted cross stitch that I've had for about 11 years. And I got it on eBay, and it is so shabby chic. And I ended up, because it was a very dark wood, I ended up painting it white. That's in my craft room because that's a clock I want to look at a lot. Remember, I have a thing about timepieces. And look how lovely this is. Now, this is their example. They call it a carriage clock. And this is their example of what you could put in it. You know, very primitive, very sweet, and love the date, and love the dog. Dog darling. And I used to do this kind of work also, but like I said, now with this one, I'm thinking maybe with paper. I'm not sure though. Not sure, but it's worth, they charge $2.50, unless, I think it ended up being like $1.95, worth every penny. It is solid pine, so it needs sanding and everything, and I'm not sure if I'm going to paint and then distress it or not. I'm just not sure, but very, very happy to find this. I almost screamed. I was so tickled when I was in that thrift store. So, again, thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody.